Rory, go ahead. You're the man. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Danny. Congratulations, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Can you sum up the the week in whole, perhaps, in terms of how you've bounced back from a pretty rough week at Lords, really, and an awful lot has gone right this week?
Yeah, I think it was a very clinical performance. I thought took advantage of the conditions on day one. I thought we bowled exceptionally well, and it was almost a perfect storm. Everything seemed to fall our way. Just perfect little nicks to the keeper. It got us off to a great start. It was a brilliant bowling performance. Found the length very early on this wicket. I exploited it very well, and then that partnership to set things up, the opening partnership, I think was almost a turning point in the game for me. To have such a substantial first partnership was exceptional, and credit to those two lads. Now under the pump off the back of last week, to come out and perform like that and get us 135 for none was brilliant. So it really set the game up, gave the opportunity for the rest of us to go and make that big first innings score that me and Silvers harp on to you guys about all of the time. You know, the hard work that we put in yesterday, I think we reaped our rewards today. We held the game really well. It was quite attritional, but going at around 2.5 and over, we knew that when that second new ball came round, we were going to create opportunities again. And credit to India, they played very well. They did. They made it very difficult for us. There was some really good batting yesterday in bowler friendly conditions. But for us to be able to start as we did today, 3 maidens, build pressure again, and then we actually were clinical with our catching, which was a nice change as well. Took some good catches, good chances, and sat here now 1-1 with a big smiley dressing room and two big games ahead of us.
We know you've had to wait a little while since Chennai to get past Vaughan in that list of wins. Can you tell us what that means to you, given the result? It's at home in front of a big crowd against a really, really classy opposition. Bit of adversity as well with the injuries. How much are you enjoying leading this team at the moment? You seem to be living every moment and every DRS at every wicket.
Well, I'm as I mentioned before the game, I'm living my boyhood dream. I'm captain in England, something that dreamt of doing from being really small. Got a great group of players who are very talented. They're dedicated to becoming better all of the time. And as frustrating as the last period's been for us, we have had to deal with some difficulties. But it showed huge character to be able to come back and put in a performance like that off the back of the way last week turned out. Or the last game turned out. So couldn't be more proud of them. Obviously proud to have gone past Michael, but you don't do that on your own as a captain. That's down to the group of players, the players that you've got around you, and the coaching staff as well. It's all one big thing. You're just you're one making the decisions, but that they're the ones that are going out there time and time again, putting in big performances, and really proud of the way they managed to do that this week.
And just lastly, can you, in your captaincy, it's been a long time now, but can you imagine or picture another player who's come into the team since you've been captain and sort of settled quite so smoothly into Test cricket as Ollie Robinson?
Well, can't know off the top of my head, really. But it's been phenomenal to watch him perform as he has done. The Test matches he's played, he's had a big influence on all of them, and he's to bowl like that throughout this game. But he's been around the squad for a little while now, and we've known how skillful he is. And almost the question mark was, would he be able to back it up in his third spell and when the ball's been a little bit older? And he showed a huge amount of skill in being able to do that time and time again throughout this series in back-to-back games, and with big workloads under his belt. And he's just shown what he's capable of doing, and long may that continue.
Nice one, cheers.
Cheers, Rory. Let's go, John, and then Chris, please.
So, as Rory just said, you've gone past Michael Vaughan now and living your boyhood dream, as you say. Do you plan doing the job for a few more years yet?
I've not put a time limit on it. As long as I'm enjoying it, and as a side feel like I'm the right person to take this team forward, then I'll keep, that'll be my focus. Is as long as we feel like we're moving in the right direction, we're trying to do the right things, and I'm the right man for it in my own mind, then I'm more than happy to keep doing what we are as we are.
Sounds like your love of the job and enthusiasm for the job is stronger than ever, actually.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, it's been a very challenging little period throughout my tenure as captain. There's been a lot to contend with, a lot around the games. Not necessarily all full focus has been on the field, but that's part and parcel of the job. And like I say, we got a great group with strong character that have been able to bounce back off a difficult defeat. And when you've got players to work with that are like that, it does make things easier. And I've been blessed with some wonderful senior players to lean on, and a brilliant coaching staff as well. So, long may that continue. And hopefully we can take this performance and this confidence forward now for the last two games. It should be a belting end to the series.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, Chris, and then Will.
Hi, Joe. Congratulations on the win. I just wanted to check on the availability of Joss Butler for the final two tests.
Yeah, well, that'll be cleared up in the next couple of days. So hopefully we can have some clarity on that and get that across to you as soon as that's set in stone.
Okay, so it's not definitive he'll play at the Oval then?
I couldn't tell you honestly either way at the minute. But,
okay.
I'll tell you one thing and it not turn out to be true. So
okay. Just on Chris Wokes,
okay.
Are you hopeful he'll be available?
Hopeful, hopefully we'll see where he's at over the course of the next few days. And again, I'm not sure how he's pulled up after last night, but it's great to see him out there playing again in a high intensity game. So fingers crossed that is the case.
Thanks.
So we'll go with Will, and then we'll go with Dean to finish off. Go ahead, Will.
Joe, on a similar note, Mark Wood's been bowling today. Is he a realistic shot for the Oval, do you think?
Again, it'd be nice to see how that's gone today. I saw him doing it as I was doing the press outside, saw him bowling, and seeing the guy stood back quite deep with the mitt on, taking the catches. So that's always a nice sign when fast bowlers got the keeper stood miles back, especially Woody. So we'll see how that turns out over the next couple of days. And again, it's always nice when you see guys coming back from injury, and hopefully that those that have been mentioned are available, and we've got a few more resources to work with and some big decisions to make.
And presumably with the schedule as it is, it's a big bonus to have got things wrapped up quite so efficiently today and not have to use tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah, it's been, as you say, it's been fortunate, and obviously from a bowling point of view, the guys that have played, their workloads haven't been as big as they were, on the previous couple of Test matches. So that first innings was an absolute Brucey in that regard, keeping them fresh for this innings, but also for the rest of the series as well.
Okay, and we'll finish with Dean Wilson. Go ahead, Dean.
Yeah, Joe, congratulations on the new record as captain. You said that it's down to the players, perhaps rather than your strategic brain power. Has any player had more of an influence than James Anderson? He's taken more wickets than anyone else under you. He's been a huge part of Strauss and Cook's reign as captain. Are you lucky that you've managed to squeeze quite so much out of him for yourself as well?
Yeah, I feel hugely privileged to have Jimmy and Stuart throughout my time as captain, to have players at disposal has been exceptional. Be a bit cheeky and say that you look at both of their records, I think that they probably performed best under my leadership. So I'm going to take a little bit of credit for how good they've been in recent times as well. Making the ball a little bit fuller, and creating a few more chances. So it has been great to get the most out of them, and long may that continue.
And when you have such a turnaround from Lords to here, does it kind of reset in your mind what this team now is kind of capable of as things start to kind of fall into place?
Yeah, I've always known what we're capable of doing. Everyone in this group has shown at times that they're good enough to perform and to deliver performances like that collectively. One thing we need to keep getting better at is being more consistent and doing it time and time again. And that's a great template for us to work from. You know, as a batting group, we made that big first innings score. As a bowling group, we were relentless in the areas that we bowled. We found the length on this wicket that we needed to early on, and then we carried it forward. We passed spells on, worked as a partnership, and that's the sort of thing that over time we need to just keep doing more and more of, and just getting better at making those big partnerships, in particular with the bat, that get you in really strong positions. Now we've done it once this series, there's no reason why we can't, take this forward and say, you know what, we've shown that we can stand up to these guys in our own way, do it in our own manner as a side, and really put them back under pressure. And we've got a great opportunity now with 2 games to go to do just that.
You said a couple of times we want to do it in our way. Is that a less overtly aggressive way? Is that what it means? Because you haven't quite explained what your way is.
I think there's different ways to be aggressive. I thought we were really aggressive with the ball in hand throughout this whole Test match. I just think that's how we get the best out of our players, is not necessarily getting in a verbal confrontation, but going out and delivering time and time again. And shows when we do it well, it works, and we end up sat here with a emphatic win. So long may that continue as well. Hopefully we can repeat this performance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks
Cheers, guys.
everyone.
Have a nice week. See you down there in London. Cheers.
Cheers.